Hey guys, Tempe Crow here yet again. I have resurrected myself from being dead for 2 weeks. Last week you saw two of my videos, one with Shini, new caster, also Croatian, just like myself, and with Jerry, with Bounce. So that was fun. And tonight I'm joined with Smitty. Say hi, Smitty.
Hello, everybody. You can blame me for resurrecting Senpai.
Blame me, blame him, thank him. I shall leave that up to you guys. We are following someone. We are following Sona, the Zyra, which is Sona playing Zyra. That something's wrong there. But he is on the red team. He is our head caster in the EGL, and with him are Karma, Headhunter Rengar, Lucian, and Warring Kingdoms Jarvan IV. What do we have on the blue team?
On today's blue team, we have got traditional Lee Sin in the jungle. We've got an aristocrat Vayne with a playing Taric support, Taipei Assassin's Orianna, and a regular everyday Shen, which is something you don't normally see. Normally you pull out a skin.
No, Shen had so many skins that I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that he doesn't have the Mortal Kombat themed skins. The the Ice Shen or Sub-Zero or the Scorpion Shen. I know these are not their names, but my friends and I call it like that because they really are that. You agree with me, don't you, Smitty?
Yeah, I do. I really think actually if you do Shadow Dash in the Scorpion one, you should actually have "Get over here" instead. He doesn't dash to them; he actually grabs them.
True.
And then goes towards them.
I think Rengar yells "Get over here." Something Rengar would say when he throws down his bola.
No, it's Bolo. It's slow down, don't trip.
It's something.
Yeah.
In any case.
I really should know this actually, because I used to play a lot of Rengar when he came out.
Really? I would never have thought such a thing. So it will be Zyra support and Karma in the middle, and Karma's been such a powerful champion in the middle since her rework. But not as best as pre-rework Karma on a solo top, which was just brutally insane.
Indeed, but I don't really care about Karma, because Karma is Karma. She is the Meg of the Rift.
Yes, she's the lovely lady that we all love.
I personally despise, because her Q is just a little bit trolly. You think you've dodged it, and actually you've been hit by it.
Yeah, I think that's how they managed to rework her.
But anyway, of course, everyone's just sitting around waiting for that usual level 1 shenanigans, which sadly isn't going to happen.
No, they're really protecting each buff. Rengar sitting in a brush, and you don't want Rengar sitting in a brush and walking past. He can just easily pounce on you and do what Kitty does best, sharpen his claws on you. And we have Orianna and Vayne helping Lee Sin, as Taric was slightly late for the start.
Indeed, and he's also forgotten his trinket, which is a crying shame.
Yes, he didn't pick up his trinket, not even the sweeping lens. Yes, I'm finally learning the new items.
That's okay, I'm still laughing at the fact that, yes, people still do it. Whilst we were off, me and Hafgaz were sitting there watching the tournament and pre-season my live, and we're going, wait for it! Everybody's forgotten trinkets! Everybody go back and pick up your trinkets!
Yeah, when I came back, when I got my internet back and entered the first game of the preseason, I was like, okay, but I'm an AD carry, I don't need the wards. Well, the trinket's free, get it. Like, oh, okay. So, even I was forced to get a trinket from my friends. Ooh, nice poke damage coming from Sona.
Indeed, so I was doing a vote. This is going to get confusing, calling him Sona and me calling him Zyra. But still, he's doing a fair bit of damage, manages to force Taric away. He's not really tanky just yet, but of course that Relic Shield will start powering up as the game progresses and becomes a major powerhouse item. Also works really well on Leona, I found out the other day.
The Spell Thief's Edge or the Runic Shield?
Runic Shield.
Relic Shield, sorry.
Yeah.
Relic Shield.
Yeah, Runic Shield's the mastery, which is absolutely useless.
True. Relic Shield, yeah, I found it really nice. I do kind of miss the old stats of it, the faster stacking ability. Now that they increase its cooldown to you getting the stacks for the gold share, it's kind of tougher, but you still get in more gold than with any other item.
Indeed, a little bit of a missed gank here coming up from Rengar as he got sort of scared off by Lee Sin, and does take a fair amount of damage. Unfortunately, though, Shen at the start of the engage failed to land his Shadow Dash for the full damage, but in the mid lane, Orianna takes an astonishing amount of damage
So does
from Jarvan. Not Sona, there. Orianna, I don't know what I was thinking, Sona. I think I'm thinking back to earlier. My mind is gone. But yeah, it still takes a fair amount of damage. But of course, Lee Sin is not one to back down. It's actually going for a bit of counter jungle himself. Finds Jarvan in the brush, but doesn't quite land the Sonic Wave Safeguard combo to go to his location. But does manage to force him out of lane. So very nicely done there, Lee Sin.
That middle fight was really interesting. Jarvan jumped in on Orianna really well, but Orianna managed to do more damage with the help of the minions on Karma, and Karma almost died if Jarvan wasn't there to take the minion aggro, because she was that low, but she managed to heal up. So that was really, really nice. And I'm surprised that Shen and Rengar are dead even in CS this early in the game. Really nicely done by both players while they're still poking each other and dealing damage to each other.
Yep, as things now finally kick off in the bot lane, of course, we do see, look at Tony go diving in, takes a fair bit of damage, although Sona on the Zyra still quite low, so only just above 200 HP with Lee Sin coming around as well. One safeguard is all that's needed to lock it up, but sadly, it's not going to come out, but it is going to be the Dazzle from Taric that secures it, and first blood goes over to Vayne, the pursuit continues, and a Condemn into the wall seals Lucian's fate, and Safeguard just barely saves look at Tony's life as Sona picks up a revenge kill on Taric with the Zyra passive.
And really well played by the blue team. Really shame that Sona was forced to flash on Zyra a bit early, which caused him to die, but he did pick up a kill. And that will slightly help them, because both Lucian and Vayne were dead even on CS. She's slightly free farming now. She is low on health, so she'll just clean up this minion wave before recalling. She's sitting on 1,700 gold, which literally translates into a off the bat Blightwater Cutlass, and that will help her immensely, and she will be the dominant force in that bottom lane now if she gets it. Yes, she does. And boots.
Indeed. Never forget your boots on an AD carry. It's always going to be necessary. Of course, the aggression is still going out and about here. We see Orianna now go full on aggression. Not quite full on aggression. Does still land a very nice command but attack and dissidence onto Godwin on the Karma there. But unfortunately, she's starting to overextend a fair bit. Command Shockwave does secure the kill. Very nicely done. And manages to put some distance between her and Jarvan. Manages to get away to safety. Tiddy, though, on that Taric is still taking a fair few too many hits there, but with that new Relic Shield, soaks up the damage very nicely. And of course, Taric's new passive is just scary if that builds up.
Indeed, it really, really is.
Oh, Sona getting dazzled yet again, and again goes down, but unfortunately it's going to be Tiddy that picks up the kill, so nicely played there. It takes the Zyra passive, but sadly there's not enough damage there to secure a revenge. Unfortunate there, Sona.
Yep, that is the second death for Sona, so he will be slightly starting to fall behind. He did upgrade his Frost Fang, at least, or he didn't.
No, he did.
He didn't. It's still the same. Still learning the new items. It's going to be confusing for me for a bit, because they are so similar in the way they look till they get to their third, as a Condemn lands nicely on Lucian.
Yep, well, unfortunately it's not going to be enough. That Jarvan's still hanging around, and Jarvan's actually a pretty good tank if needs be. You know, he can dive in and knock everybody up and keep the engage from happening and all that damage from coming down. Although Sona is now back in this lane, we could see the engage happening yet again, but of course it could be all a ruse here. Nice little bait. Condemn comes out there and locks up Sona very nicely, and Tony and Tiddy are going to have to back away from this, although Lee Sin is hanging off on the flank, so they could try and bait someone out, but I don't think they're going to go that far today.
Rengar forcing Shen under his turret, where Shen is farming, but Utar going really low on that bottom.
Yep, everything's still just settling down into a farming and poking group. Tiddy's actually still quite low on health. He's regenerating nice and quick, which is always a good sign to see. So he's certainly going to be able to sit there and soak up the damage as and when needs be, but if he's not careful, he will go down like a sack of bricks.
Well, he is built like one, so Tiddy almost getting low.
Oh, does go down now. I completely missed that because I was looking at the other lanes. My apologies for people watching this over on my channel. You can always watch Tempe's. I'm guessing you saw that on your
Yeah,
end.
I did. Saw it. Really nice poke from Zyra. First the grasping roots that turned into the lasher, and then the deadly bloom that wasn't turned into a spitter, but the ignite finished the job off.
Yep, Tony takes a fair bit of damage under the tower, but unfortunately, Sona and Pseudo. I'm not even going to say that. Actually, that's going to be too confusing to try and look at on the go. But Lucian isn't going to go for the kill on that one, as Absolute Beast is cornered here. He does get caught out by combo. Unfortunately, the chain doesn't allow for the full snare. Lee Sin does go in, doesn't quite land the Sonic Wave, but it doesn't really matter. He does go in regardless of the command and distance coming out from Orianna. He is still very low. Jarvan goes in for the counter engage and really just lets it slide, and Karma does exactly the same as well. So no real damage coming up from both sides. They're really just more of a poke around in the jungle.
Lee Sin pinging Orianna to get her blue buff, and this is where Orianna gets a bit more powerful. She is up ahead in CS by 16 CS over Karma, and is sitting on 700 gold because she just bought Chalice of Harmony, which regens mana and gives her magic resist. But she is still a force to be reckoned with because of that start. Vayne managed to survive and recall to get to buy daggers, so she is going for a fast Blade of the Ruined King, which is not that surprising. And we will have another skirmish on the bottom.
Yep, and there we go. The Solo comes in with the Lash of Ice, but Tarek, very nicely done, manages to flash himself out of it before the full effect can take hold. So he's going to carry on the engagement. The Condemn manages to lock Solo into the wall, but unfortunately the Dazzle wasn't there to follow up, and the flash does get popped as Vayne continues the aggression. It's forced to back away from the minions, so a little bit too powerful, but if she can just hold on for a couple more seconds, be patient, she could pick up a very nice, easy double kill. Unfortunately, though, it's not going to be off on the Lucian. It does go for the nice, easy Zyra kill, lets it all slide away, as both the self-entity will clear this up. Meanwhile, though, all the action happened in the mid lane at once. I completely missed it. Tempe, why don't you just give us a rundown of what happened?
Well, Orianna and Karma were having a duel, as the mages usually do, when Stand United dropped on Orianna, who just used her Shockwave, command Shockwave, to pull in Karma. She did flash out of it, as Jarvan came from the side, saw Shen, pulled back, they continued to chase, Lee Sin joined in, Karma died to Shen because she was that low on health, and then Lee Sin picked up Jarvan because it was a 3-man gank on him and he just couldn't survive, giving Shen a 1-0-1, Orianna 1-0-2, and Lee Sin on 1-0-2 as well. So he just got a huge advantage picking up his Chain Vest as well as the Giant's Belt, as Rengar finishes off the top outer turret as middle was pushed as well. So it's 1-1 in turrets, 12 minutes in, 7-2 in kills, and 3,000 gold difference. So not a huge difference in favor of the blue team. Most lead is in, and Sunfire Cape done by Shen. So he managed to pick that up, and that will be just so powerful.
Indeed, as we see Karma come down, really wanting to shut down this Vayne before she gets a little bit too far. It does force the final hour out so she can tumble and stealth away to safety. Manages to put some distance between them, but unfortunately she goes back in to try and save her support. So very nicely, a very nice bit of teamwork going in there, sorry. As Absolute Beast really shows what the name means. It goes for 1-2, gets the triple kill, forces to command with shield, but unfortunately not going to be enough to capture Lucian, who will just quite happily use that relentless pursuit to get out of dodge and get out of the way. Rengar, though, is coming down the river and is actually going to find Orianna nice and quick, forces everything on her. Unfortunately, though, doesn't quite have the full rage to get that snare off. but it does allow Robinson to come out from the jungle using that command shock, not command shock wave, the sonic wave, safeguard, jump to close the gap. Does go very low to the ignite, but I think he will let himself die for the greater good. No, he just barely survives as we get Unstoppable coming out from Absolute Beast, and if Rengar isn't careful, he will go down as well and give up a 5th kill. But nope, he is going to back away and play it safe. No, he's still hanging around here. That's a really dangerous thing to do. That is a very bad move there. He does fly out of the jungle. Unfortunately, though, he does get stunned up. Actually manages to tank up Tarek, but does go down and gives Tony a rampage for free.
Well, I think Oriana just came in like a wrecking ball and wrecked our red team.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Now, I feel terrible now.
I'm so sorry.
That's how you should
make
be.
the fun. I just had to.
That's fine.
Zyra in trouble.
Yep, Sona taking on that. Zyra taking a fair bit of damage as Tony does manage to tumble out of the way. Unfortunately, tumbles right into the path of Lucian, who does pop his. No, he didn't pop his culling ultimate there. I thought he did.
No, he saved it, which is really good because he had it all under control. Because of his phage, he was able to get the movement speed to allow him to pick up the kill and the 500 gold bounty from Vayne, which is what he needed. He's up ahead in CS, and he is 2 kills behind Vayne, but it's still what he needed. Tarek in trouble now?
Yep, takes a fair bit of damage under the tower. Still, he's still not to the point of an absolute tank yet. But still, we shall see what will happen as this game progresses. It was a nice rework on Tarek, I think, with this preseason, as he does go full on the aggression. Actually manages to let the Stand United stand long enough for Sona on Zyra to go down. Unfortunately, though, Lucian is forcing everything out to try and keep back. Unfortunately, though, he pops the culling a little bit in vain there. Manages to sit under the tower and prevent a little bit of damage, but sadly, it's not to be. Does get 3-man splatted, as it's going to be a 3-man stack now. Sorry, a 4-man stack with Vayne reappearing.
Actually, all 5 of them were bottom because Lee Sin came a bit too late because they really wanted that tower, and then the dragon, as they force Karma to flash out. Actually, Vayne forces Karma to flash away. It would have been brilliant for Vayne to get a kill, but she forced a flash, so she just said, I'm happy with that, I'm not going to go under the turret in case. I know the timers, I see that everyone is alive, so why not, as Rengar is doing hard work on the top.
Indeed, Rengar doing a very nice job there pushing in that lane. Unfortunately, though, it does take a lot of damage, does force out the full might of his Triumphant Roar, the Battle Roar, sorry, to give him the armor, magic resist, and the health boost. But sadly, it's not going to be enough, as he will get pushed out, as Tilly picks up Jarvan in the jungle. Sona is taking so much damage as well. If he isn't careful, he is going to go down here. Takes 1, 2, 3, and Tilly again picks up another kill. Number 1 player, Tarek the Gemini, right there, securing all those lovely kills. He is going down to ignite. He will go down though, so Karma picks up a nice little bit of revenge kill here, but unfortunately she will go down to Lee Sin if she isn't careful. Does pop the speed and gets the double kill. Very nice Q there to pick up Vayne.
In the words of our boss, Zevrat, #worth.
Indeed, definitely worth giving Lee Sin a double buff and allowing him to push this bottom minion wave in nice and tight up to that tower.
No, I was thinking more about Karma picking up a double kill before dying because she really played it nicely, baiting Lee Sin. She knew that she would die, and she knew that AD carries are greedy players by definition, so she knew that Vayne would still stick around, so she just waited, bidding her time till she saw Vayne come in close for her to land that Q, pick up the kill, and then peacefully and respectfully die to Lee Sin's punches.
Indeed, so very nicely played all around here. So everybody now just relaxes, chills, and lets everything slide as Tilly uses that shatter and the. Oh no, sorry, I thought you shattered. No, that was the new animation on Radiant. It's actually really quite nice there to pick up some kills. And there we go. There's the shatter. Farms out that minion, that middle minion wave, nice and quick, allows it to push in a little bit tighter up to the inner tower, which is taking a little bit of damage, but it's still nothing of any significance at this point in the game.
No, I think the only significant inner tower that took damage is the top lane where Rengar was and the damage he did. Everything else is really not that damaged or significantly damaged. As Rengar is going back and forth between Shen, with Shen on that top, Karma joining, as we have a 4-man push in that middle.
Yep, Karma was thinking about going up to help out Rengar, but nope, sadly her efforts will be needed down here in the middle lane as Tilly begins the engage. They uses the Orianna Shockwave to bring everybody together. Unfortunately, Robinson and Tidy do get caught in the Cataclysm. Unfortunately, Tidy will go down before the Stand United can finish channeling, so he will go down. And it's going to be a nice double kill here for the red team, looking for 2, but sadly, nope, it is going to be Godlike on for Jarvan. Triple kill, picks up the double buff. They're using the towers to deal all the damage down to Lee Sin, so very nicely done by him.
Wow.
Keeping himself out of melee range.
2 for 4 is a brilliant as Rengar just goes down, still alive. Is it Robin
Yep.
Hunt? He really cannot fight because he is low on health. He could heal up, but it will not be enough to fight and win a match against Sunfire Caped Shen with a second Giant's Belt as Orianna picks up, I think it's Unholy Grail. But really nicely played, really nice duking from Jarvan, trying to keep alive, allowing Lucian to pick up a kill, keeping himself alive, and then picking up the kill between 2 turrets. And this is why you usually don't dive between 2 turrets unless you know you can pull victorious. It is 20 minutes into the game, it's 20-10 in kills in favor of the blue team, and 34,000 to 27,300 gold in favor of the blue team as well. 3-1 in turrets, and 1 minute and 50 seconds till Dragon, so the game is really on the side of the blue team, as Taric is trying to steal the blue buff.
Yeah, being a little bit brave, but nope, sadly it's not going to be here, but they will go for the engagement, try and take out Jarvan, but Lucian does come around and he is in full Trinity Force mode, so it's really going to be a bit of wasted effort as Shen does go diving in, manages to lock up Sona Zyra on there with the Shadow Dash, but sadly nothing else is going to come of it other than a dead plant in the garden.
Indeed, he really is having bad luck this game. He's 187 in score, 31 CS. He did finish Mikhail's Crucible as well, he still has that. He finished Frostfang, and now he just picked up Sorcerer's Shoes, and he has Sightstone, so he is lagging slightly behind Taric, but noticeably. Karma in trouble.
Yep, Karma takes a lot of damage there, but goes down also alarmingly quick, so very nice combo there from the blue team. Unfortunately though, Tony starts taking the tower aggro, swaps it over to Absolute Beast, who again takes a fair amount, manages to survive long enough with the command protect, as it's going to be a 4-man stack on the inner bot turret. Sorry, it is going to go down in next to no time, as Shen realizes that Rengar has gone missing, but unfortunately where he's going to be is a little bit too late, as of course he couldn't help hold off this bot lane push for too long, and blue team are now going to circle back around and possibly do Dragon again. They know it's going to be up in a few seconds. Be interesting to see where goes where.
Indeed, it really will be. Dragon is up in 10 seconds, so we could be seeing a team fight, full-fledged team fight on the Dragon. We see a pink ward being dropped by Jarvan. Shen has his Stand United. The Shockwave is off cooldown for Orianna. Final hour almost done. Zyra uses her Stranglethorn. Missing everyone.
Yep. Red team though will say the Dragon, so that's going to bring the Dragon count back to even Stevens again, but sadly that kill and tower count really showing where the gold has gone in this game. It's been down to major lane objectives, but it is going to be a 4-man dive here. All focus is everywhere. They're not really picking a single target. They need to concert their efforts onto one person, as Shen goes diving straight into the middle of everybody. The Rengar was left all alone, so he goes down alarmingly quick. Vayne continues the tumble chase, and Lee Sin also continues as well, using the Sonic Wave and Ward trick to get that gap closed even tighter. Not going to be though, he's going to hang around off to the side, but the red team will know he's there thanks to that ward placement. So instead he'll fly over, an absolute beast. Very nice shockwave there to secure 1 kill. Forced to command protect herself before she goes down. And the blue team are going to continue pushing up this lane. They have the advantage here, as two members, the Shen and Lee Sin, go diving and do a lot of damage onto Zyra. Unfortunately, the Ignite is not going to be enough. Survives on a slither of health to get back to the fountain. Jarvan again playing the same mind games as before, just camping around the tower, letting all the aggro fall onto enemy champions. And takes very little damage from himself. Sadly, though, does not secure a kill for the red team.
No. He could not repeat the performance due to lacking one turret. Vayne stealing the enemy red buff, healing up very nicely. She's sitting on 2,900 gold, so 3,000 gold with 738 score and 121 CS. The highest CS is on Shen, 166 with the perfect score, 305 and 2,100, sitting on 2,100 spending gold. His overall gold is 8,400 versus Rengar with 6,700. Shen in trouble in that bottom lane.
Yep, he does get caught out there. Unfortunately, he will be annihilated fairly quick. He does get wrapped down there and snared by the bowler strike of Rengar. Still taking out fairly well, actually, but no, it does finally take Karma to pop her ultimate to bring her down.
Indeed, they really wanted Karma or Lucian to pick up the kill, although even Rengar needed a kill. And this is where things can go wrong. You do not wait around and give someone the kill. You just kill, especially if it's someone like Shen, who's very tanky, who picked up Aranduin's Omen, and he'll just slow down both Rengar and Lucian. Rengar's like in trouble as TD just finds the kitty.
Indeed, but sadly the Gem Hammer isn't going to be enough. Lee Sin does come tiptoeing around to see what he can do to resist. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to kick this kitty cat over the wall just yet. Dazzle does come out though onto Jarvan, takes a fair amount of damage actually. Forces the culling again out of Lucian. He's really wasting his ultimate here. Pushing waves back. It's a much better focus in champions that sort of stay still and don't move. But sadly that's all that's going to come of it. Everyone's just going to sit here and have a nice little Mexican standoff.
Indeed. Well, with a bit of poke.
It's Mexican enough of a standoff. Everyone's just chilling back, taking pot shots at each other. As Karma really was looking to start the engagement, but sadly no one else was willing to come with him. Lee Sin also looking for the opportunity to do so. Ward is sat over the wall, so Lee Sin can dive over if he chooses to, but Red Team will know what he's up to. They have got the ward on the opposite side of the wall, so they will start throwing their skill shots across to see what they can land. Still nothing come of it just yet. Rengar does pop through under the hunt to try and build up his meter that to try and get the snare that he needs, but sadly it's not going to be enough as look at Tony manages to secure Jarvan, gets a double kill onto Rengar, and Sona now in serious trouble, sat at the front line, and it's going to take a serious amount of damage just from Shen walking around. Lucian though does go down at an alarming pace, so he's not going to be around for much longer. This could be the ace that the blue team were looking for today, and Sona really not having the best of days. He is going to lose this game. I wonder if this was his promotion series. Oh no, wait, this is a normal game. But no, it still goes down anyway. Tony is now unstoppable as the blue team will just mop up the turrets in the base. And Chicken Wing just sort of sitting there laughing, going, look at me. But there we go, the surrender comes out. GG, everybody.
GG blue team, really nicely done. The game ended in 26 minutes and 30 seconds, with the final score being 5-2 in turrets, 48,400 gold on the blue team, 35,900 gold on the red team, 29-11 in kills. The gold difference, as you can see on my screen, is really huge. 4,000 on the between the carries in favor of Vayne. 4,000 in favor of Orianna in the middle. Dead even in the jungles, which is really surprising and really nice to see. And 2,000 gold difference in the top lane and 2,000 gold difference on support. So really well played by the blue team. They did a fabulous job, an amazing job, just knowing when and how to move. And just bad luck for our red team. Better luck next time, guys. And that's all, folks.
Indeed, see you all next time.
Bye.